All right, let's get started on Class Dojo. I'm only going to spend a little bit of time on this because I feel like a lot of you have already signed on and you're pretty familiar with it. What you're seeing here is what the students see all day long. It's also on my iPhone and my iPad where I'm constantly giving positive points. Negative points are really only for no homework or when students are really struggling following the classroom rules. So I try to get them to really focus on the positive. So here's your students here, all our children. If you have not logged on yet, please do so. I see that we have about 80% connected right now. So I'm still missing a few parents, so if you haven't done so or you're having trouble logging on, please stay after and I'll get you set up. This is really awesome messaging. It's quick and easy, very convenient. I can send out all broadcasts like picture day tomorrow, and I can send it to all the students at, all the parents at one time. It goes directly to your phone like a text message. It is awesome, awesome, awesome. Also, we have Class Story, which is kind of like our social media for our little classroom here. Students love this. I'll be posting at least 1 or 2 pictures a week to keep you feeling very connected to the classroom. Here's an image of our students on the first day creating our classroom rules. So we are going to be every week I'll be clearing the points and they'll go back to 0, but the students will be logging their points. If you look up at the top left-hand corner, there is the dojo tracker. The points will be recorded every week and then they'll add them up each month. They can use these points to buy things in the classroom. They'll also get paid for their jobs, and it's a way of having a classroom economy, so the students really enjoy that. They also can buy rewards such as donut with the teacher or free homework pass, so on and so forth. Students are not charged to use the restroom. They have 16 free restroom passes for any emergencies. I understand there's times, when you drink a lot of water on those hot summer days, but if they use all 16 in that one trimester, they'll begin paying $5 dojo dollars for each restroom use. Our comp folders are going to be sent home bi-weekly, so every other Friday, keep an eye out for the comp folders in your student's backpack. This is going to be my way of sending home tests, assignments, any graded work home to you. Please look at it, go over it with your child, talk about the awesome things they did, some things that they need to maybe work on a little bit more, and then put all of that information back in the folder, sign it, and return it on Monday. Students will receive all of their trimester work at the end of that trimester, so I'll be returning that work to you at the end of the trimester. Speaking of grades, this school year in 4th grade, we are moving to letter grades. So we are the regular A through F grading scale. Keep an eye out for that A. It is performing above grade level. So this student that is getting an A is performing outstanding, above grade level, 5th or 6th grade quality work. Bs are very, very amazing as well. They are performing at or slightly above grade level. And a C is completing 90% of work and at grade level. So that is a satisfactory. A D and an F, if your child is getting a D and an F in any subject, I will definitely be contacting you before report cards come out. If there's any issues, you'll be aware of it so that you and I and the student can work together as a team and figuring out how we can make the child successful. So if your child is at a D or an F, we'll definitely be working together to get that up and figure out where our missing holes are. If you're interested in honor roll, it is all A's or all A's and 1 B. So keep working hard if you're interested in honor roll. In order to get good grades, you have to be here. So make sure you have really good attendance. We're counting on you to be here. Please arrive between 7:40 and 7:50. I know we all know that the parking lot is insane outside, so really try to get here early so you're not rushing and that you are not considered late. If you are absent from school, make sure that you complete any missing assignments within 2 days of the absence. So let's say you're absent on Tuesday, you will have Wednesday and Thursday to make up that missing work that I give you in a missing work folder, and then you can return it on Friday for full credit. Please take a look at your green brochure. It has the daily schedule on the back. I'll let you guys read that when you have time. The schedule stays the same pretty much all year long. Very special circumstances in the schedule. Mondays and Wednesdays are our PE and 100-mile days. So your students need to be wearing comfortable workout clothes. Make sure they're wearing tennis shoes. Girls, don't wear your flip-flops on those days. These Monday and Wednesdays will not change, so make sure that you are aware of what days you need to be prepared for PE. If you have any health concerns and your child cannot perform in PE or 100-mile, please send me a doctor's note because this is considered a grade and all students are to participate in PE unless special circumstances. So just talk to me if that is something that you need to be worried about. Wednesdays are early days at 1:25 p.m. for release, and library and computer times, they change every time we rotate rooms. So just keep an eye on the newsletter. I'll let you know what days library and computer will be. Every trimester we change rooms, so when we track back on, we'll be in a different room. So room 26, which is right next door, and then room 28, which is down the hallway. You can go through this one hallway and you'll see all 3 rooms that 4th grade will be in. Team time is also another time during the day. It's right after recess, and that is our special intervention time. We will focus on a specific skill every month, and I'll be giving a pre-test. So I'll be testing the students on a skill, for example, author's viewpoint, and I'll see how they did on that test. And I'll categorize them in high, medium, and low, and then I'll put them in the intervention classes, so it'll be 30 minutes of extra intervention. ELD will also be during that time, so if your student is an English language learner, they'll be going to a 30-minute intervention time as well during that time. Field trips, there are no field trips that leave our school, like actually leave our campus during this year. We sometimes have a district World Kindness Conference sometimes, so that may be coming up. Keep an eye out for it, but normally we just have our Gold Rush field trip, and that comes to Eastvale, so we don't leave. If you look in your bag, we're also selling 4th grade t-shirts to raise money for our grade level. Look awesome and support 4th grade, so make sure that you get one of those shirts before the due date. Language arts, if you look at your green brochure, it has all of the information listed from this PowerPoint on there. We'll be working with nonfiction, fiction, poetry, and lots more. As far as our reading, we're going to be doing a new challenge. It's called the 25 Book Challenge. The students are challenged to read 25 books this year. It's not just 25 Diary of a Wimpy Kid or 25 Harry Potter books. They are supposed to be looking at different genres. So, you know, if they're forced to read a mystery book, they might find that they really love mystery books. So the goal of this is to learn to love reading. And it is crucial that students read 25 books in order to challenge themselves in reading. So we're really going to focus at getting to that 25 book mark. We're also going to be doing AR tests. So once you finish the test, we're going to make sure that we take the AR test once we're done. In order to keep the children accountable on top of the AR test, I'll be doing independent reading conferences. So we'll be talking about the books that they're reading, and they'll be writing responses according to their story. So make sure that you're staying on top of your child and asking them how they're doing on their 25 book challenge. Math, we're going to be kind of stepping it up a notch this year. 4th grade does get a little more difficult. Math tutoring will begin trimester 2 for any students who are struggling in math. If your child has not mastered multiplication facts to 12 by now, make sure that you're still practicing these, maybe 10 minutes a day. You can go to Target, buy the multiplication flashcards, because it's going to be very imperative that your child is quick with their multiplication facts so that the other math concepts aren't as hard. I'll be showing you a video about Common Core math. I know that a lot of parents get stressed out by the idea of Common Core math, and there's been a lot of talk on social media and news about Common Core. So I'm going to show this video in a once my video is over, so you can get a better idea of how I perceive Common Core and my philosophy on it. On the newsletters, please keep your eye out for QR codes. If you don't know what a QR code, it's that little box that has all the little, looks like computer graphics on it. If you not buy, but download a free QR code app reader, it's on iPhones, Androids, they all have it. You can scan the QR code, and these are going to direct you to helpful YouTube links that will show you strategies for multiplication, division, fractions, and lots more for Common Core. So these are going to be awesome for the students if they get stuck on math problems at home. So make sure that you keep your eye out for these on the newsletters. We will be entering a 5-paragraph essay writing. So we do informative, narrative, and opinion writing this year. We also focus on short constructed responses. So writing's a very big part of 4th grade. These are our chapters for science. Go ahead and take a look at them on your own time. They are in your green brochure. As well as science, these are our units. We focus on California history. Our 2 at-home big projects are focused in social studies. Our first one will be at the end of trimester 1. It is a California mission project. And then our trimester 3 will be our pop bottle biography project. As far as homework, this newsletter is the gold mine of information. Make sure you're looking at this every week. There's an area for parent initial. If you could please, please, please sign that every week. That's telling me that you are reading the note from the teacher, the daily homework, what your child has to do, all the important events, and then the concepts and standards that we are focusing on right there at the bottom. Spelling is going to be a little different than you might be used to. I'm going to be giving spelling tests every 2 weeks. I give the children a list of spelling words, but it's not just a regular old spelling test. I actually give them a letter or an essay or a postcard that has writing, and the spelling words are incorrectly spelled. So they have to read through the writing and find the spelling words that are incorrectly spelled. So for example, open fields and lots of pain, if you see there, they would circle pain and spell it correctly, P-A-I-N instead of N-E. We're going to be ranging from weekly packets to online homework. MobyMax is going to be our online homework website. If you have never heard of this before, do not fret. It's really, really awesome and really easy. There's actually a technology survey in your plastic bag. If you can fill that out, it tells me if online homework is going to be okay for you, if you'll be able to monitor that and give your child a computer or a laptop or something to get their homework done. I will be showing you the MobyMax video in just a bit so that we can talk about that a little bit more. If you remember from last year, if you did not go here last year, you wouldn't remember, but last year we did emergency bags. We're asking for these again this year. On the paper that's in there, it lists the items that you need to include in the bag. It's just in case of an emergency, so that your student feels safe and comfortable, and has a few snacks and a few comfort items just in case of any emergency, so that we're prepared. All right, thank you so much for listening. I will be talking about Moby Max and a couple other things, so stick around. Don't head out yet. Just pause in this video and we will continue in